What's up, guys? I'm back again with another Insecure recap. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to like, comment, and share. This week's episode was okay. It was better. It wasn't all that. We got Lawrence back in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're trying to write Lawrence back in or they just having him come back for closure reasoning. I don't know. But it was a decent episode. It was episode 6, so that means we probably have 2 episodes left in a season that just really it hasn't done it for me this season. But anyways, the show kicks off where it left off last week. Lawrence and Issa are in the gas station store or convenience store, and she asked Lawrence, what he's been up to, and as you guys seen, man, Lawrence been putting in work with the women serious, man. He's been hitting it hard, left, right, up, down. Lawrence has been doing his thing with the women. Then we get a quick scene where he is in a doctor office and she tells him that he needs to use protection. But, he pretty much answered the question to Issa, was like, nothing much, just the regular. So moving on, we get a scene where Issa looks like she's downtown at some office and, she wants to throw a block party. She wants to start her own little, organization. And the lady behind the counter, she was like, piece of advice, don't. And so, what I'm saying, Issa was like, why not? What I'm saying, I want to do something for my neighborhood where we don't necessarily have to get up and go somewhere else, what I'm saying, to have something nice. What I'm saying, she wanted to do something nice. So the lady behind the counter, she was like, okay, so you planning this for next year? I get you the papers, XYZ, nonprofit or profit. Issa didn't know which one, so she said, bring it on. So like I said, the woman was like, when are you planning this? You planning this for what time next year? And Issa was like, in a month. And so the woman was like, ain't no way in the world you're going to be able to pull that off, sweetheart. Like, you have to get permits after permit after permit for alcohol, because people going to want to drink. Permit for the location. It's gonna take time. Like, you just can't jump up and say, oh hey, I wanna throw a block party. Like, it takes time to, especially, and I can imagine, especially somewhere like LA where it's huge and you just never know how to, the mayor's office or whoever processed those applications, how long they take. You know what I mean? So I can see why she would say it taking up, it would take a long time. So she ends up leaving as she get the paperwork. And, we get a scene where Nathan he obviously went downtown with her. And, he tells her, I'm saying, it's a great idea what she's doing. It's dope. And Issa's main concern at this point is maybe I bit off more than I could chew. Like, look at all this paperwork I have to fill out. And it's just like, maybe a little bit of research before you went down there with this idea would have been a good idea, but that's just me talking. Because I like to know what I'm walking into. But I think she could do it. I think she will do it, mainly because it's a TV show and that's the storyline that they are going with. So I'm pretty positive that she'll pull it off. So anyways, Nathan tells Issa to hit Molly up and let her know that Andrew still has a jacket. So she hits her up and she texts Molly like, you need to hit up Andrew to get your jacket, girl. Like, sis, like, go and get it. So Molly was like, she not gonna hit him up. He can throw it away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's so embarrassed about how she acted in front of him that she don't even want to be around him. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that's a real thing for women, you know what I'm saying? But what you guys don't realize is men, for the most part, regardless of what they think about you, I'm a guy, so I can speak from experience and my friends' experience. If you hit up a guy, and you can tell if a guy vibing with you, you know what I'm saying? If you hit them up, regardless of how they feel about you at the moment, especially if y'all new, like y'all just met each other, he gonna respond. Like, I ain't gonna even trip. Like y'all seen how Lawrence was just knocking all the women off left and right. Like they could just like, not saying that those are the intentions of you, but I'm just saying like men just kind of have that. Oh, I'm gonna see if this time be different, or like, you know what I'm saying, that stupid stilo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my stilo be way off. Anyways, so we get a scene. You know, I'm gonna skip the scene where Molly is in her office. Don't want to talk about that. Then we get a scene where Issa and Nathan laying in bed. She talking about the party. He's staring off in space. And he just comes out with it like, how do you know when it's real? And he talking about, you know what I'm saying, what those two have going on. And so Issa was like, I didn't know we was allowed to say that, but, you know what I'm saying, I know how I feel, you know what I'm saying? And he goes on to tell her that I really like you, and she goes on to say I really like you too. And I guess that's how you know when it's real. When both of y'all like each other. And you know what I'm saying, you go skinny dipping, and you do Molly together, then you have sex on the Ferris wheel, then you gonna help her plan a block party. I guess that's how you know it's real. And I just met you, what, 2 episodes ago when you give me a Lyft ride? Like, I mean, that's how you know it's real. You can find love in the Lyft these days, y'all. So moving on, we get a scene where Lawrence, he calling all of his ex-boos, ex-booty calls, and basically giving them a heads up. Like, look, I got chlamydia, so if you want to go get checked, or if you go get checked and you have it, you know, I'm just letting you know where, you know, that I'm letting you know that I got it. Now, the good news is, you know what I'm saying, it seems as though he's being responsible. You know what I'm saying? I seen online where it was like, oh, so if Lawrence was a woman and she was calling guys to let her, you know, let them know that she had an STD, how would that be viewed? Excuse me. And I mean, you know, listen, at the end of the day, my opinion is it all depends on if you're dealing with a mature person, right? At the end of the day, of course, you gonna freak out when you hear that you done hooked up with somebody with an STD, but if you be mature about the situation, now, you know, it could go different ways. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. If you call somebody and say you got HIV, that it's not funny. It's not funny. But that, you know, that conversation just go like, woo. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You know, you call somebody, let them know you got an STD or whatever the case is. You know, just respond in a mature way. Go get tested, take a shot, take a pill, do whatever it is that you got to do to make sure that you're good and keep living, right? And you know, like I said, I seen online, it was like, oh, well, women are held to a different standard, X, Y, Z. You know, the double standard is real. Men can sleep around, women can't. But at the end of the day, be mature, be responsible, take care of yourself, point blank, period. All of that other stuff, gossip, making fun of people about having, you know, that's childish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's childish. But anyways, so we get a scene where Issa is outside of her apartment. She watering the dog doo-doo up that Mr. Robinson dog then did. And she called Mr. Robinson out as he walking by like, Mr. Robinson, can you please clean up after your dog or have him doo-doo somewhere else? And Mr. Robinson did what any black person do who got a dog in an apartment who don't want to pay the pet fee. Lie. I ain't got no dog, and the dog start barking. I ain't, look at him, man. Mr. Robinson, he ain't paying the pet fee. That's what black people do. They move their animals in and don't pay that extra $25, $35, or whatever the fee is a month for having a dog or a cat. He ain't paying that fee. Now, you might as well get over it. Then anyways, you know what I'm saying, she get a call from Lyft letting her know about they looking into the assault that happened in her ride. And I'm just like, oh, the little fat boy that snitched on Nathan after getting beat up, but he started it or whatever. I don't even want to entertain that storyline, but y'all kind of know where it's going. So she hit Nathan up about it, telling that, you know, we got to talk about it, X, Y, Z. So moving on, we get a scene where Molly, she finally decided to hit Andrew to get a jacket back. Andrew is mad, like, bro, he feeling Molly. he telling her like, we going out, clear your schedule. You about to have an Asian man. Just go with it, you know? And so, she lying, telling me she got work to do. And girl, just go out with the man. Like, just give him a little play, man. Like, you like him. So then we get a scene where we at Issa crib and Molly's there and Kelly there. And, she telling Issa about how Andrew want to go out with her. And Issa like, why not? You single. And Kelly was like, oh, which one Andrew? Ain't the black one, because I've been, riding that thing for a minute. Kelly been doing the nasty with the dark skin one. And she don't even know his name. She don't know nobody. She don't know Andrew's name. She don't even know Issa's boyfriend's name. So anyways, Kelly ends up going on to talk about how, she has dated outside her race before, but she know that she want to end up with a black guy. XYZ, and Issa was like, well, I mean, you shouldn't you shouldn't be picky, especially if you want somebody right now. I don't really know how I feel about that, because if you want to date a, specific race, who am I to tell you different? I got friends who, female friends from college who like white guys. I mean, that's they stilo. It's they stilo. So, who am I to tell you who you should or should not be dating? You know what I'm saying? But if you love comes in different colors, shapes, sizes. But if you got a preference, by all means, shoot your shot, corner pocket, go for it, Molly. Molly said she want a black man. Girl, you gonna get you a black man. But y'all know she end up, y'all know how it go. But anyway, so Issa ends up telling the girls about the block party. She give them the business name. It's something like Musical Inc. They clowning it. And somehow or another, I believe this was the scene where she talk about Nathan is her man. And so the girls looking around like, what? She was just like, it just feels right. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time I had this feeling since I was with Lawrence, and not the feeling I had with Daniel. And I like Daniel. He done nothing but support Issa, take her in when she ain't have nowhere to go, look out for her, and she never want to give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, she loved these little beach sand color guys. Lawrence a little darker complexion, but he ain't Team Chocolate. So I don't know. But anyways, moving on. Lawrence and Chad, they had the they out for drinks or whatever, and they talking about the STD. Lawrence letting them know, and Chad was like, man, you calling them for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You just let them find out on their own, and blah blah blah. But like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, Lawrence is going about the mature way, not rate. And then anyway, so Derek ends up popping up. So the conversation kind of got weird in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because, Chad talked about, I just don't even know. I'm trying to remember exactly how the conversation went. And, it basically went like, asking Lawrence, can he see himself with Issa again? And he was like, no, like, she'll always be a cheat in his eye. And so Derek was asking Chad, like, because I know what it was. They was congratulating Derek on being a father, about to be a father, and then Chad talking about, I was almost a fiance, and it was just like, bro, you cheated. Like, how, like what? And so then Derek calls him out. He was like, so what's the difference between you and Issa? Issa cheated on Lawrence, and you cheated on your fiance. And so he was like, Issa a hoe, excuse me. But, and so Lawrence was like, nah, she not, you know what I'm saying? She just made a decision that she shouldn't have made, but I can't see myself being with her because she always be a cheater in my eye. You know what I'm saying? And so, that scene right there goes to show that double standard that, you know what I'm saying, that exists, how Chad feel like it's okay and justifiable for him cheating on his fiance, but not Issa cheating on Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? that double standard is real. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I mean, it is what it is. I don't blame, I ain't gonna even get into that. I can go on and on and on about how I don't believe in double standards when it comes to women and doing the same stuff for me. We ain't gonna talk about it though. So anyways, we finally get a scene where they are throwing Tiffany a baby shower. No, it is not Issa and Molly or Kelly. It is, what is that girl name she introduced them to? Blair. So Issa and Molly, they show up, they meet Blair. Obviously Lawrence, he coming. He pops up. He brings Derek a baby shower gift and her daddy the B gift. He bought him some weed, some kush. And, they looking at, Tiffany's maternal photo shoot. She, did the Cardi B one, the Beyonce one, the Serena. Like, it was nice. Like, I can't even lie. I was feeling it. Issa, in this scene, Issa tells Molly, like, I haven't heard from Nathan in a day and a half. Like, I don't know what's going on. And so Molly was like, girl, you want us to call from my phone? And, the trick usually, depending on how close you call, it may not work. Like, if I'm ignoring my girl, then and the next couple seconds, unfamiliar number, a number I don't have saved pop up, I know that's her. But anyways, he didn't answer for either one of them, right? And so anyways, after that, they both looking at the exes. Molly's looking at Dro, and Issa is looking at Lawrence, and she's like, man, I think I'm gonna go over and speak. Molly like, no, because if you go speak, that means I got to go speak. I felt Molly. Leave them in the past. They your ex. Move on, especially Issa. I'm just like, just leave Lawrence alone. Why do you want to be cordial with an ex? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a brand new situation with this guy. How you gonna explain that, oh, me and my ex, we friends? Or we court, like, this guy, he shouldn't even, you shouldn't even want to tell your new boo that you is in a comfortable space with an ex. Y'all shouldn't even be talking about it, because sooner or later, if they write Lawrence back into the show, she's going to have to address it with Nathan, and it's just going to be for what? You know what I mean? So, she goes to talk to Lawrence, and she asks him, what he's been up to, and all of that good stuff, and she tells him that she quit her job, and he just looking in disbelief, like, wow, like, that's a big move. Like, everybody know Issa hated her job. At least near the end, she wasn't feeling it, but she quit. I mean, this conversation was dry, because you know what I'm saying, basically, what she walked away from the conversation with was, she asked him how he was doing. He was just working, living. The conversation was empty. She walked away thinking, oh man, Lawrence, I'm so proud of you. You got everything together. And he just lying. I mean, like, he is, because, he was talking to his boys earlier, Chad and Derek, about he's 32, he's tired of the direction that his life is going in, when he just sleeping with women and going to work, sleeping with women and going to work. Like, it has no purpose at all. And I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, every man is ready at some point. For some, it's sooner, for others, it's later. But you're ready to settle down with just who you're going to settle down with. And, just start building with that person. And at this point, he just like, I'm tired of having fun with this random and that random and that random. You know what I'm saying? I want to have somebody I can call my own. You know what I'm saying? Which is, should be every guy's goal. So, anyway, so she tells him about the block party. And he was like, oh, so you need my help? That's what I do. I specialize in all that paperwork. And then she was just like, oh, if you know somebody who can help me, send her my way. But, I mean, it was just empty to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the need for it. Then Molly goes talk to Dro. It was just rude. It was just inappropriate from the start. He was like, oh, so, boundaries say we can speak to each other now? Like, we good? And she was just like, man, thank you for letting me know that what we had, this or whatever, was a waste of my time. And he agreed. And you know what I'm saying? It just irritated me when, like, he was begging her, my guy, for attention. To let her allow you to cook her pancakes. Bro, don't switch it up now and try to be big and bold. Like, yeah, this was a waste of time. You was begging her to let you make her some pancakes, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people do it, both men and women. Like, don't forget, we got the receipts. She can pull the receipts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people act like it ain't receipts to be pulled. Don't go acting big and bad when you know them receipts gonna expose you. But anyways, Kelly shows up. She brung her Gladys Knight cupcakes. They don't want to use them. And I'm just like, please, let's not make a big deal out of cupcakes. So Blair came up. She called them backup cupcakes, and Kelly just went off. You know, Kelly storms out. She tells Issa and Molly, Tiffany wouldn't know if I'm gone. She ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Molly, you wouldn't understand. You still got Issa. I'm about to lose my best friend to a baby. And I guess that's real. My friends, I got, you know, my best friend, he has a child, or he's expecting his second child, and we talk every day. Even if we only talk for 2 or 3 minutes through text, we talk every single day. And you know what I'm saying? We don't live in the same city, but him having a child or children, I don't know how the second child is going to affect it, but we talk every day, whether it's about football, whether it's about what's going on in life. But I mean, I can see why, you know what I'm saying, she think that her having a child, she's going to be left behind because she's now going to be pretty much family oriented and family driven. But me and my friend, my best friend, like to this day, we still tight. If you know what I'm saying, if he was to get married tomorrow, if I was to get married tomorrow, it's no question who's going to be my best man, and I'm going to be his. You know what I mean? But whatever. So anyway, you know, Tiffany ends up coming out, and the girls, she come out to check on them, see what's going on, and the girls, all three, was like, why you ain't asked us to plan your baby shower? You let Blair do it. Like, they trying to call Tiffany, and Tiffany like, hold up. First off, neither one of y'all heifers even offered to throw me a baby shower. Even though I wouldn't have let y'all done it, y'all didn't even offer to throw me a baby shower. Blair did weeks and weeks ago, but I kept putting her off thinking maybe my best friends will offer to do it. But y'all never stepped up to the plate. And so Kelly steps up and she was like, girl, stop lying. I asked you, did you want me to do your baby shower? And you told me no. So at this point, I'm just like, so we about to have a whole scene at a baby shower about not being able to plan the baby shower. Like, I wasn't really feeling it. But anyway, it hurt Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Kelly was hurt. You don't even want my cupcakes on display. 2, you know what I'm saying? I asked you can I plan your baby shower? And you said no. And so by this point, Kelly ain't feeling it. So moving on, Molly and Issa, they in the door where they talking about possibly having kids, asking, does this make you want kids? Molly, that's what Issa asked Molly. And Molly was like, I do, but I can't even go on, you know what I'm saying, the first date. And so Issa was like, pick up the phone, hit up Andrew. You got to start somewhere. If you want a family, you just can't keep saying, I want a man, I want a family, but you're not dating. And you know what I'm saying? I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? If that's something that you want, you're going to have to put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I want to be married one day, but I'm looking for Mr. Right. Well, here's the thing. How specifically, tell me, how would you know if Mr. Everything you ever wanted a man was in front of you? How would you know that? You know what I'm saying? You just kind of like, bruh, I'm not perfect. My girl not perfect. But somehow or another, we make each other happy, right? And that's all that matters to me, right? You know, don't get me wrong. I mean, we all had an idea of a perfect mate, but that does not exist. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that down. Like, if you want to be married, man, if you want to have a family, you got to start dating. Even if you go on empty dates, you got to put energy and time into it, because if you don't, you're not going to even find a person that's worthy. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be waiting all your life on Jesus Christ to come knocking on your door and say, "Can I take you to Applebee's?" or something like that. So, anyways, Lawrence is leaving, and you know, he runs into Derek, and they talk about Issa, and but he asked about Issa, like, what you think, like, and like Derek, I mean not Derek, Lawrence just like, she just seemed like she different, and I'm just saying to myself, my guy, let's not fall back in love with Issa. Let's keep going forward, my guy. She got somebody else. You doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? Let's not go there. And then that's pretty much it. Then we get a scene where Molly and Issa is washing dishes. Tiffany comes in, asks about Kelly. They were just like, she left a long time ago. So now Tiffany feeling her ways, as she should, because my thing is, if your best friend asked to plan your baby shower and you said no, and now she's upset at your baby. Now, I mean, it goes both ways. The best friend should suck it up in my mind. It's not about them, it's about Tiffany. It's not about Kelly, it's about Tiffany. Even though Kelly asked to plan it, Tiffany said no, but let's not make this day about you. But also, Tiffany should realize that her best friend offered to do this for her, and she said no. So, I ain't on nobody's side, because I didn't want this episode to be about no doggone baby shower. Like, it was just empty. But anyways, after Tiffany got her feelings about that, she ended up breaking the news like, hey, I forgot to mention earlier that Candace showed up, right? Dro wife. I forgot to mention earlier when Issa and Molly was talking about having a family or whatever. But anyway, Candace did show up. And apparently Candace is pregnant. Her and Dro are expecting. Tiffany broke the news to Issa and Molly just had this look of egg all over her face, like, what? But like, it was more so a look of egg, like, I'm not mad, but I'm surprised. Like, I didn't know that heifer could have kids type of look. Or maybe that's just the look I got. Like, I didn't feel like she was in her feelings about it. It was just more so she was surprised, right? Or maybe she was in her feelings. Like, I would be in my feelings if, nah, I wouldn't. But I don't think Molly built like me. She probably is in her feelings because her and Dro, they did have something going on, boundaries or not. And now that his wife is pregnant, it's pretty much like I shouldn't say a slap in the face, but to Molly, it's a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not interested in that. I mean, this season been dry. And then we get a scene where Liv calls and let Issa know they spoke with Nathan earlier that day. The investigation closed. So I'm assuming that he went to jail for beating up Big Boy, which is why, he hasn't been able to reply to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This season just hasn't done it for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what about this season has been different, I should say, but it just hasn't done it for me. But nevertheless, that's all I have. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. I will see you guys later. Peace.